I'll press the recording.
Now you can share.
Yeah. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good morning and welcome you all to this Sergeant at Arms training. I hope everyone is in. We will be circulating the attendance sheet at the end of the training, so don't worry about attendance. And if you have any doubt, of course, you can raise your hand or you can stop me and you can discuss, no issues. Because this is a training and I would like to keep it more interactive. Okay. So let's begin. My name is Prajwal Dittekuppa. You have heard my introduction, so I will not get into details. So what can you see in this presentation? So majorly, we will discuss about Sergeant at Arms role, Sergeant at Arms responsibility, and Sergeant at Arms resources. What all resources we have in the District 20 and the TI, and how many people can help you. Okay. Moving on, the session's objective is to identify your role as Sergeant at Arms and how you can fulfill your responsibility and the resources that can help you. So before that, I would like to know how many of you are first-time Sergeant at Arms? I'd like to see in the big screen, so I'll just...
Me.
Yeah.
Me also.
I'm first time worked as a sergeant at arms.
Okay.
I'm also.
Me also.
Yeah, maybe raising hand, I would like maybe...
It's my first time too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my first time also.
Okay. How many of
For me
you
also first
knew,
time.
how many of you are first time in the Toastmasters and you have been assigned this role forcefully, or somebody said, okay, you are new, you take this role? Okay, maybe less, not much. Okay, well, I would like to inform you all. In 2015, when I joined Toastmasters, I was Sergeant at Arms. I was new in the club. And they told me, yes, you're a new member and you should be to Sergeant at Arms because we are a very old club. One second. And we think you are dynamic, you're energetic, and we feel that, yes, you can be a Sergeant at Arms. Fine, I accepted. And I took that responsibility very, very seriously. Because when I looked at the president, VP education, there is an area director, division director, the district directors, I wanted to be like them one day. And I wanted to start the journey by becoming Sergeant at Arms. Frankly, that motivation, that dedication made me take each and every role in Toastmasters, starting from Sergeant at Arms till the division director role now. So I want all of you to take this role with commitment, with passion, and ensure that you are the best Sergeant at Arms in your club, in your area, or in your division. And one day, I want you all to be the division, area, and the district leaders. Can you all commit to yourself to take this pledge?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's move on. So what is about this Sergeant at Arms role? Anybody? Okay, before that, how many of you are having physical club meetings?
I do.
I do also.
I do.
Maybe majority are having now
Yes.
physical
Yeah,
meetings?
most of us, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So if some of you are having only online meetings, so what I'm going to speak now will look like, what is this guy speaking? Because we'll be speaking more about how to keep the room arranged, materials arranged, the reservation, the arranging the food, all these things. So that's why I just wanted to know before beginning this. So let's move on with the presentation. So in this, we'll be speaking about Sergeant Tom's role in the club meeting, outside the club meeting, and during the executive committee meeting. So 3 parts. Okay. So in the club meeting, before the club meeting starts, what you have to do, upon arrival at the club meeting, what you should do, and during the club meetings, what you should do, we should discuss. So before coming to the meeting, first of all, you should reserve the room. So in my club, I belong to like Indian Club Toastmasters. So we used to call the Indian club a reception. We used to inform them that, see, on Wednesday evening from 7:30 to 9:30, we'll be having a meeting. So please keep the meeting room ready. So that's what I used to inform them. So maybe you are conducting your meetings in the office or in your school or some separate meeting rooms. So you should inform them like in advance, of course, 1 week advance, 15 days in advance, because most of the meeting rooms are nowadays getting engaged. In the last minute, if you try to get in, it is not available. So please ensure that your meeting room is available. One day it happened in our club. Every member came to the meeting room, but the meeting room key was not available with the sergeant at arms. So he left it home. So every member's time was wasted. Half an hour it took for the person to go back, get the key and open the room. So this situation should not happen. So first of all, we should ensure that the meeting room is available. And the next thing is we should ensure that the club supplies are available. In the sense, you need best voter, best table topic, best evaluators, a ribbon we used to give for each and every best speakers. So how many ribbons you have, that you should collect and you should know it. So before you do all these things, because right now you're all the new sergeant at arms. So I want to know how many of you have taken handover from your previous sergeant at arms in your club?
Not me.
It's very, very important. First of all, you should take handover from the previous sergeant at arms. So in that handing over, you should list all the materials available, starting from maybe ribbons, the club banner, if you have the projector, if you have maybe whatever, like laptop, maybe lectern, all the materials, maybe some of the old trophies the club has got. So all these things you should take handover, and you are in charge of that. Nobody should touch those items without your permissions. Even the president, he should take your permission to touch those materials. Without your approval, he should not get those materials. Because I have observed in one of the club president has taken the projector to watch a movie. So in the next meeting, a speaker wanted a projector, and when he was searching in the meeting day, where is the projector? Projector is not available. So these things should not happen. So dear Sergeant at Arms, please ensure you are ready. The club room is, meeting room is ready. The club supplies are available, and you should collect what is required for that next meeting. If you look at the draft agenda, you can check with the speakers. Do you have any specific requirements? Like, do you need projector? Do you need anything else, so that you can arrange in advance? This is one of the primary responsibility before the club meeting starts. So upon arrival in the club meeting, so as soon as you enter, you will see that the chairs are not arranged properly, the tables are not arranged properly. So then you, along with your team, in the sense whoever comes to the meeting room in the beginning, you should arrange the meeting room, table, chairs, everything in order. If you have a tablecloth, you should put it. If you have tissue paper boxes in your cupboard, you should take out and you should keep it. The timing device, you should hand it over to the timer. And you should ensure that the agenda of the meeting, if it is printable form, it is kept on the table. So when the club members and the guest arrives to the meeting, they should see that the meeting room is neat, clean, everything is set in order. I have seen some of the sergeant at arms distributing the voting ballots towards the end. When the general evaluator says that, please, can we vote now? Then he realizes that, okay, voting ballot he has not kept. He will go around the table, he will open the wardrobe, and then he will search, okay, where he kept. Everyone will be waiting. Suppose if there is a guest, he will think what this guy is doing, roaming around in the meeting room. So we should not give such, chances for the guest to think. The guest should feel that, yes, these Toastmasters are fantastic. They organize everything. They arrange everything neat and clean. And they are so meticulous. That is the feeling we should give it to the guest. That's how we can build new teams, new club, and new members. So, Sergeant at Arms, arrange the meeting room early, arrange the tables and chairs, set out meeting room materials and promotional materials. If you have any promotional materials, like we can see in this image, so you have to display it. So if you do not display, obviously nobody will come to know how much material you have in your club. Okay. I still see the hands raised by Prince, Sergeant at Arms SKTM, and Sergeant at Arms Mohammed Latif. Any questions? No questions?
TM Prajwal,
Yeah.
I've been sergeant at arms for the past 2 months, but
Okay.
I have done none of the things that you have just mentioned. Because
Exactly.
since it was
That's
from
why.
online, I was just reading the script only.
Exactly. That's why I was asking, like, how many are having physical, how many are having the online meetings? Because in online meeting, what happens is Sergeant at Arms role is very limited. Okay, the agenda is circulated. You get into the meeting. You will just start the meeting in the beginning. Like, okay, you don't even need to say that where is a washroom, anything. It's very simple role. So most of this training is for the physical meeting. How you have to arrange the Sergeant at Arms preparations you have to do. But I would advise, like, to your club also, try to have physical meetings so that you will experience a lot. Because this Toastmaster platform is all about experiencing the fear within you on the stage and coming out of that fear and getting comfortable. So, and as a Sergeant at Arms, you will be the first person to speak on the stage in whether it's like 15 people, 20 or 50 or 100. You will be the first person to speak. So as Sergeant at Arms, maybe in the club level, you will get used to the people's face in first 2-3 meetings. But when you conduct your own big events within the club or maybe some joint meetings, you then at that day, you'll feel that some butterflies within your stomach. So have physical meetings. That is my first advice. And majority in the training material, it is for the physical. Okay. Any other questions so far?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, please.
The question is, a sergeant at arms is the one who's going to start the meeting,
Yes,
and he puts the meeting into the right spirit.
correct,
He brings it up to that level so the
Correct.
others can continue that level.
correct.
How do you propose to put that particular part in that level? Like, how do we, subject our meeting? Like, do we say something out of the box? Do we talk about Toastmasters? Can you just put a little light on that?
For that purpose, actually, recently I conducted a training for our area 15 about an ideal meeting calendar, the time schedule. Generally, the Sergeant at Arms should not take more than 1 minute. Maximum is say 1.5 minutes, and it should never cross more than 2 minutes. So at best, if you think that you have to say more, you can start 1 minute early, but you should not cross 1 minute after the meeting start. So number one, you can begin with the quote, and always as Sergeant at Arms, when you start, your voice should be high, the pitch should be high. That is how you should grab the attention. In the military, they will give command, so the captains or the big leaders in the military, they will give command to say 200 people, 500 people, even the last person will hear his voice. So such voice you should bring into that meeting. Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Can I request your attention? So the moment, even if they're chit-chatting with whatever they're doing, you will grab the attention. Then you can start with a quote. After a quote, they can immediately, you can inform where is the washroom, the facilities, all these things. Then immediately you should invite the president to call the meeting to order. So some of the sergeant at arms I have seen, they start with, okay, let us have 1 minute silence. Let us pray something. Let us say, Toastmaster core values. All this is fine, but if it is within 1 minute, if it is more than 1 minute, you are almost taking the president's role and you are trying to grab that opportunity. But no, you have your own authority, but within 1 minute, a small quote, an introduction about like the room, the facilities, and immediately inviting the president. That's how it should be.
So do we have to read the core values also as a part of the curriculum?
Not necessary. It is not compulsory. It's not necessary. You can straight away, like as I said, quote, if possible. Even quote is not compulsory. That's actually an addition. That will give a good impression about you. That's it, as a sergeant.
Yeah, but if I want to start it in a good mood, like if I want people to be, starting the main thing is first impression is the last impression. So if I want to start the meeting, I will have to put a particular ambience or a particular way that this Toastmasters meeting has started in this way. And then later on, the other person, he carries on and all this. That is irrespective.
Yeah.
Important is how to get our people
Attention, yes.
And
Major is the voice and attention.
Yeah, and what is the important thing is, second thing is, how do we get them, or do we discuss what happened in the Toastmasters, like a person joined it and this is what happened, or do we
No.
discuss
That will not be by sergeant at arms in the beginning. Okay, you can discuss a lot during the break time, or you can utilize that time, but beginning should be as neat, clean as possible. It should be swift. When the guests are in the meeting, they should not feel that somebody like a sergeant at arms, he's trying to inform what a president should do it, or a club officer should report. That should not be the feeling you should give it.
So I should not inform them how, when you come here in the Toastmaster, this is the thing that you get. That is
No need, because that's the president's privilege. Yeah.
Okay, great.
We should introduce the president and call upon.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, that's clear.
You will be inviting the president. You're not introducing the president.
Just inviting.
Yeah.
Mr. Presenter, can I have a question?
Yeah.
You said mentioning the core values of the Toastmasters is not necessary.
As a sergeant at arms.
Why it is not necessary?
Because see, generally the moment, as I said, if you can finish it within 1 minute, you can do it. What I said, it's about the timing. So suppose instead of the quote, you want to say about the core values itself, because it's very simple. You want to finish in maybe 10 seconds. You can go ahead with that.
No, when you said not necessary, I'm just asking why it is not necessary.
No, it's about timing, I said. It's about, if you can finish it within 1 minute, including the core values, including the quote, including all the washroom facilities, everything, it's fine.
I believe the sergeant at arms role is just to call the meeting to order and then pass over to the president. Just tell them about the
you will not, as a sergeant at arms, you will not be calling the meeting to order. It's the president's privilege. President will be calling the meeting to order. You will be only inviting the president to come to the dais to call the meeting to order.
I guess the 1 minute should be for the sake of the attendees at all. I mean that it gives them the sense that we are so keen on saving their time and help them to benefit from each second. That's why it is not necessary to take more time, than just 1 minute.
Let's move on. We have more things to discuss. Upon arrival at the club meeting, you need to check whether the room temperature is fine or not. It's pretty easy. And ask the guest to sign the guest book. How many of you are having this guest book registered in your club?
We are
Yes,
having.
we have.
No, we don't have. We
We
don't
have.
Before COVID, we have it, but
Yeah.
now not.
Physical
We have
book-
that
The
registered.
physical,
have it.
see, this
Have.
guest book, collect the details of the guests, so you can follow up. You can convert them into the new members. This is the most important task. Okay, so let's move on. Welcome the
Chair,
late
Ujjwal?
arrivals. Pardon.
Excuse me, this book is used to be with the before COVID
Yeah,
in
yeah.
our club.
Yes.
It used to be with the-
Since COVID is almost gone, so
No, I mean that it wasn't with the sergeant terms. It was usually with the VBM. Everyone was writing the people's name, and so I guess it's okay, or it should be with the sergeant terms.
okay. Fine. Next is coordinating food services. Generally, what happens is we either over order the food, or we forget to order, or we order less. So what I used to do as a sergeant at arms, I used to see, yes, we had 25 members. Generally 18 to 20 people used to attend always. I used to say minimum 18 is required. Okay. On the meeting day, in the first 5 minutes, I used to check, okay, how many people attended. Example, say 20 people, or another 2-3 people walked in after 10 minutes. I used to have WhatsApp message with the food supply guy. I used to text him exactly now, look, I need this much for 25 people or 23 people, so that we don't waste the food. And at the same time, our members don't feel that they did not get the food. So ensure that water, this food, all these things are ordered properly, and it should arrive in time. It's not like in the middle of the meeting, you gave 10 minutes break, but the food has not arrived. So please ensure even the guest should feel that, yes, everything is ordered without any disturbance. And it's not like in between the meeting, you run out every time to check whether the food has come, or if you're disturbing the club meeting, it doesn't look nice. So please take care of these things. And collecting the ballots and tally votes when necessary. I have seen there will be one person at the end of the meeting roaming around collecting the ballots, or somebody who was sitting in the corner, they will be just collecting the ballots. It's the sergeant at arms' responsibility to collect the ballot and tally the vote, who has got the highest vote, and he should give that information to the president. So at the end of the meeting, the president will just go see that, yes, this person is the best speaker, best evaluator, best table topic, like that. Okay. And after the club meeting, we should return the room original configuration. So maybe because of the meeting, or maybe because of debate session you had in that day, or maybe you wanted some have some group meetings or groups, maybe 2-3 groups you made. So the chairs, table, everything is rearranged. So at the end of the meeting, you should restore the meeting room to as it is, how it was in the beginning. Okay, it's necessary. Otherwise, maybe you will lose the meeting room for the next meeting. Maybe whoever is the provider, they may think that these people are spoiling it. And there will be water bottles left out, or tissue papers left out, other food plates left out in the meeting room. So we should inform the club members, please take it out and put it to the dustbin or put to the trash. Okay, this is very important. Outside the club meeting, you should schedule meeting location. Means this is all we discussed till now was for the club meeting inside. Outside, like schedule the meeting location. Suppose if it is for ExCom meeting, or for any special meetings, or generally some of the clubs, they don't have a specific meeting room. Each time they will think, okay, where is it available? Is it free, or can we conduct in some other's house, or like this. So please ensure that meeting room is fixed in advance, at least 10 days in advance. So this will avoid last minute confusions. Okay. Ensure adequate supplies are available. As I said before, the ribbons, maybe club materials, the projector or timing device, all these supplies, it should be available and under your control. And you should attend executive committee meetings. As a sergeant at arms, you should not think that your role is less or something. You are as important as the president. Okay. So here, as core values suggest, everyone's respect, integrity is important. So as a sergeant at arms, you are the most important person, and nobody can treat you less in terms of roles, in terms of position. Okay. Outside the club meeting, you should arrange your replacement or assistance. In the sense, as a sergeant at arms, sometimes in the initial days, you will be very energetic to do this job. After 2-3 meetings, you'll feel that some of the members are coming very nicely at the end of the, even when the meeting is about to start. Suppose if your meeting starts at 7:30, you should come by 7 o'clock, arrange everything so that by 7:15, when members starts coming, the meeting room should look nice. But you can notice that some members are always coming at 7:30 sharp or 7:35. So you may feel that this person is always coming and enjoying the facility which you are doing it. Okay. But you as a sergeant at arms, you should have team of members, in the sense a reception committee, or you 2-3 subcommittee members with you who are ready to help you. Because as a single person, you have to focus on the food arrangement, water, tissue papers, timing device, maybe tablecloths, maybe arranging chairs. You'll be busy. So by then there will be, members coming into the meeting room. You'll be welcoming them, shaking hand with them. So you'll be busy. So that means you need 2-3 members, club members, to help you. So it's always better you have good relationship with your members. When I was new, I did not know that, I did not know anybody, especially in Bahrain. I was new to Bahrain. I was new to the club. I was a new Toastmasters. I was the youngest in the club. So I was reluctant to take help from others. So I used to do most of the work myself. But I realized even the senior most members, who are members from last 25 years, 30 years in our club, they used to help me. They used to arrange everything along with me. So that used to give bigger motivation to me as a sergeant at arms. So you can get help from your club members. And at the same time, towards the end of the journey, like towards the end of the term, you should prepare your successor for the office. You should try to identify who can be the next sergeant at arms, who can make this club grow better. And you as a sergeant at arms, from this position, you can take next positions like becoming VPPR or VP education, or maybe if you have already fulfilled other roles directly as a president. During the executive committee meetings, the same roles as a sergeant at arms, what you did for the meetings, you will also be doing for the executive committee meeting. Like updating the executive committee and the club meeting space status, where we can meet. Because for the club meeting, you need a larger space. But for the executive committee, you need a smaller space. So because you'll be meeting only 7 people plus maybe immediate past president. So 8 people. If you have some advisors in the club, another 1 or 2 people. So maximum 10 people. Any coffee shop or anywhere you can meet. But identify the space and inform to the ExCom. And work to coordinate meeting space. This is we discussed. Chair the social and reception committee. We used to have this subcommittee for each and every ExCom role. But for the sergeant at arms, it is better to have a reception committee. Instead of calling that as a subcommittee, like when you're absent only, they should not be performing. They should be performing along with you in each and every meeting. So it's better to have a reception committee with you. And then replace items as needed. Of course, maybe the previous ExCom has ordered more ribbons, but after half term, you are running out of the materials. Maybe ribbons are not available. So you should identify what is required for the entire meeting. If you're meeting 2 times in a month, so then 12 months, so 24 meetings will be there. So that means minimum 24 best speaker ribbon, 24 best table topic, best 24 evaluator ribbons are required. So like this, you need to calculate how much material is required, get the approval from the executive committee in that executive committee meeting, and then place the order. So as a sergeant at arms, you need to always ask these questions: how, when, who, and what. So let me explain. How will you fulfill this responsibility? This is number one. To fulfill this responsibility, you should have a checklist. As a sergeant at arms, checklist will help you in the beginning. And then maybe after 2-3 months, you will get used to it. You will know what to do in the beginning of the meeting, in the middle of the meeting, and at the end. Okay. So when will each action be completed? So in the checklist itself, you can identify when it should be completed. And then who is available to help you? Of course, your subcommittee, your reception committee, and the members who are ready to help you. What materials and resources can you use? Of course, your personal experience, TI materials, and always you can depend on your XCOM if you have any doubt. Checklist we discussed. To getting started. So first of all, as a sergeant at arms, you should attend this club officer training. So as a first step, you all have already attended this club officer training. Now you're trying to understand like what is the role of a sergeant at arms, what you should do, how you should do, and who will help you, all these things. The same way, you should check after 3 months. So what I learned in the club officer training and what I'm doing right now. And if you forgot anything, you can always get back to us. You can ask like, is it whatever I have learned, am I doing correct? Or am I missing anything? And how can I improve my performance? And of course, there's District 20 will conduct another training that is after 6 months, that is club officer training number 2. In that again, you can come back and check, yes, what did I miss? Okay. And for each and every club officer, there is a material available. Club officers handbook is available. I think already our District 20 team has circulated this club officers handbook. I, as a Division D director, I have already circulated to my team of area directors these materials. So they must have already circulated to the executive committee members. So if not, you request your area director or the division directors to circulate these materials. Okay, this will help you. Meet with the outgoing executive committee. As I said in the beginning, first of all, you should discuss with the previous sergeant at arms, outgoing sergeant at arms, and check what work he used to do, how he should do. Sometimes the outgoing sergeant at arms, if they're not so keen or if they're not efficient, they'll just say, okay, you do it like this, or don't worry, you can do it. Or somewhere I feel like the sergeant at arms handing over is bit not so serious. But there will be some senior members, they will question the new sergeant at arms. They will ask, I had purchased during my presidency this projector, or maybe a slide mover, or maybe some extra battery. Where is it? So you will be clueless if you have not taken handover from the previous sergeant at arms. So be very careful with these supplies. So take handover, take the signature from the previous sergeant at arms. If possible, involve the present secretary or the president for the joint signature, so that nobody complains to you. Okay. And I'm getting a message that attendance sheet is being circulated in the chat box. You all can mark your presence, fill that Google form for the attendance. Please don't forget to mark the attendance. Okay. And meet with your current executive committee. Of course, as a first step, you should have your executive committee meeting. I know in the first week of July, of course, there were holidays, people are busy, people are traveling. So maybe now this is the first week, like this is the first active week in which you can conduct your first XCOM meeting. If your president has not planned, please request him to have a first XCOM meeting. Discuss your strategies, discuss what is the club supplies required, and definitely that will help you. And introduce yourself to meeting space contacts. Of course, if you need more contacts, you need to discuss with your club members also, where is it available for, either free of cost or lesser cost for the meeting. Okay. And ask for volunteers to assist you. As I discussed, you need to discuss with your club members, ExCom members, and your subcommittee to assist you. These are the resources available for you to get more information regarding the Sergeant at Arms role. Please take a screenshot of it. Okay. Any questions? Let's have some more interaction now.
Actually, I'm not getting the Excel sheet because I do not know there's some problem with my chat.
Attendance sheet, no? 1 second. I'll close this presentation view. Let's see the chat box.
I'm not getting anything after 10:30. So I think there's an issue with my side.
It is shared to everyone. Maybe you are logged in from mobile.
No, I'm logged in from the laptop.
Okay. Can you able to see the chat?
I can see the chat, but the last chat is at 10:30. That is from BP Dinesh. There's no self choosing option.
1 second. I will try to recirculate.
Anyway, you can send it to me later, so you can take the question and answers.
Yeah, I circulated once again. Can you see now?
No, I'm not getting it. There is an issue on that side. It's okay. You can.
Is it the same problem with everyone else?
I got it now.
Most of them have got it. There is an issue on my side.
Toastmaster Fabian now.
No, I'm completed.
Okay.
I'm doing.
No worries. After the training, we have 10 minutes of time to go through this attendance, because any issues related to attendance we'll be sorting in that time. Can I take, I think Sergeant Arms Prince, he has raised his hand. Should I unmute? You have any question?
No, right now I don't have any question. It was at the time when you are asking for how many of them are the first
You
time
can
to
lower your
join as
hand.
a
Yeah.
sergeant.
Any others? You have any doubts, questions? Are you all ready to be the best Sergeant at Arms in the District 20?
What is the format of the guest book? Is it just a name, telephone number, that's it? Or is there any particular format?
It's a simple form, like your name, a club name, contact number. And suppose if you have dual role, like a dual ExCom role, we have provided 4 club names and 4 options, club officer position roles. And if you have missed getting training in another position, we will be sharing this recording.
No, what I meant to do is the guest book. When somebody
Pardon?
comes in, the guest book.
Can you
The
be
guest
louder?
book.
1 second. I will also increase my volume.
Yeah, the guest book, how do I is there a format by Toastmaster?
No. It's a normal register. In that you will be collecting, okay, meeting number you will be writing on the top, date, and then guest name, details, contact details. The moment you get it, that of course that is for the club record, because suppose you move from this position to the next position next year, and the next Sergeant at Arms or the next secretary or the next ExCom, they want to see how many guests attended last year. They want to contact them to convert them into a probable member. The purpose is at the end to help the club growth by bringing new members. Any other?
Toastmaster Prajwal, I have a question.
Yes.
Now, since this was happening in online for the past 1 year,
Okay.
this attendance should be keep a soft copy as Sergeant at Arms?
Yes, please.
And one more question, Prajwal.
Yeah.
Now, you said about the counting of the ballots, right?
Yeah.
Now, offline, we used to give the ballot papers and counting. So can't we continue the same or WhatsApp poll even now during offline pollings? It will be more quicker and accurate also, right? They all will be having their phones with them.
That means like indirectly you're allowing members to open the phone. Generally, the voting happens during general evaluation. They will take the phone and they will start reading all the WhatsApp messages.
No. In our club, they just put the names only. We have only to click the name.
Okay.
I don't do it. One of other members are doing.
Yeah.
So we can continue the same, right?
It's up to the club, each club, like how they want to function. But in general, yeah, you can save paper in the indirect.
Yes.
You can say. you can do it. But the general procedure, I said, in a physical meeting, it's a sergeant at arms. They should collect the ballot, count it, and give the result to the president.
Okay, thank you.
Any other doubt?
I have one doubt. Actually, we have given a script to start before starting the meeting.
Yes, I think because the time is already finished, it is timing.
All of us got here from various.
Because discussions were still going on.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
It was such an informative meeting going on and we got pulled back to the main session.
Okay, I guess it's finished. Yeah, it's
Yeah. We were discussing in the sergeant at arms room also.
all the rooms.
Suddenly I was pulled back.
I guess there was a
And-
timer set, and that's
Yeah.
why it is just.
It is big.
Yeah, we all got
disconnected.
pulled into the main room. I had this technical
very
issue, but
informative
that's towards the
session
end of it.
This is not a technical glitch, but it was a planned one.
It is not. It is timing. Sorry.
It's timing, yeah.
PPT,
sir.
But at least the trainer would have told, no, there is a message or something that we are going to move.
It was there, but maybe because the discussion was very hot, you don't see the message. Sorry.
There was a message,
Trainer themselves doesn't know.
Yeah, it was Can you please give
And
us
if
10 more
somebody-
minutes so that we can just finish with the discussions?
Yeah, can we all move up to the breakout rooms?
Did not submit
Okay.
the attendance.
We all have to
They
respect the
prepared
time
some
as well.
data sheet for them to monitor their
No.
activity.
Better
I
to
was
respect
about to
the
give-
time. Don't get into unnecessary discussion. That's what
Brother
happens.
Vikiti,
I noticed
ask
in some
something?
groups.
There was an intimation already in the top saying that the meeting will close in another
It's
few
okay.
seconds.
It's okay. Now let's think what we can do now. Is there anything we need to do or we can exit the meeting?
Yes.
Can I ask a question?
No, do we need to do something more or can we?
Have you marked the attendance? If you have marked the attendance.
up the attendance form.
Okay, no problem. Aisha, Dr. Aisha, you can still do it.
Yes.
You can still do it.
We did not get any intimation, Pikudi.
The attendance sheet is in
No
the chat box.
intimations.
Yes.
Yes, intimations. Sorry.
It was in the chat box.
And
We already done.
it is here in the chat room. I sent it again. You can go through it, or I can send it through WhatsApp or anything you want. If you want,
fill it
we
up
can-
for
we
me?
can- Dr. Aisha, we can discuss this one. I will help you in that one. No issue.
Thank you.
If you want, we can still open the room for another 10 minutes. IT, can we
Yes.
open the room again for another 10 minutes? If people want to be there, no problem.
Welcome back. That was unexpected. That was unexpected move.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, we were discussing something. There was
It's
a,
okay. No problem.
there was a question from somebody. And,
Yeah, I was asking.
Yeah.
Actually, we are given a script now before starting the meeting. So
correct.
we have to memorize it or we can read it.
See, of course, in the beginning, it's not easy to remember everything. You can read it. After 1 or 2 meetings, you will come to know, like, okay, the same things you will be repeating, like where is the washroom,
Okay.
the introduction of the president also, you can by heart by then. So you will get used to it.
In our meetings, co-values also, they used to say co-values also. So in 1 minute.
Yeah. You can see core values only 4. Okay.
Yeah.
So easily you can finish it. And quotes, of course, each meeting maybe it will differ. At the end of the day, as Sergeant at Arms try to grab that attention, irrespective whether your president is capable to get that attention or not during your 3-4 minutes of his speech. If you as a Sergeant at Arms, you can set the meeting tone. Grab that attention, use that opportunity. You are the first person, you are the face of the meeting, first person in the meeting. So always be energetic. That's how you can set, the best standard for Sergeant at Arms.
Okay, thank you.
So any questions, clarifications, anybody?
I have a quick question. How important to repeat the mission in every meeting?
I would say it's up to the club, each club. Generally, we never used to repeat any club mission or anything.
Okay.
It's up to the club. If you are practicing that, you can continue to practice. If you want to leave it, it's up to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Any more
They
doubt?
find,
Yeah.
actually, I wanted to fill up the Excel form.
Yeah.
So I logged into my mobile, but I'm still on the laptop.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. And I put this on. Okay, I filled up my Excel form.
Okay. Okay. And you'll all be receiving a feedback form regarding the training. Maybe our IT team will send it directly to you all through email. Please fill the feedback form. Okay. Maybe somebody is asking, what is that Excel form? Toastmaster Fabian. With
No, I filled it. I actually went to the mobile. I logged into the mobile, and on this it was sent on the main room.
he was referring to the attendance sheet.
Yeah, I filled it. I filled it up. I filled it through my mobile. My laptop.
Somebody was asking in general, like, what is that Excel form? So it is related to the attendance event.
But attendance is in the web portal itself, right? Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
registration.
Google form. Attendance is in the Google form. Yeah.
It is in the those who have already registered, but actually most of the people who are registered have not come. That is why
That is why we circulated a new attendance sheet separately for the training session.
All right, thank you. Done.
If no more questions, I wish you all the best for the new Sergeant at Arms. Excel in your role. Don't think your role is less than President. Take control of the meeting. Don't allow anyone to take the club materials without your permission. Okay. Have successful year. Have successful Club XCOM role. And all the best to you all. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. This is very valuable.
One question.
Very useful.
Yes, please.
How do I attend the?
Thank you so much. That was a great session. I learned a lot from you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Fabian has
Well explanation.
Yeah. Toastmaster Fabian, yes, please.
Attend the executive meeting. You said this thing, so I was just wondering, how do I attend the executive meeting, or how do I get updated?
Executive committee meeting.
Yeah.
That is your club executive committee meeting.
Okay. It's not the XCOM meeting.
No,
I
no,
thought
no.
it is something outside the club.
No. This is your club executive committee meeting. Your president should call for that meeting.
Oh, I understand. Okay, great. I got it. Anyway, thanks a million. You have given us a very good information, and I've learned a lot.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Toastmaster
Thank you.
Mohammed.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's very useful. I really learned lots. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your inputs, Mr. Prajur. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All the best.
Thank
you.
Yeah, maybe we
Thank
all
you
can
very
go-
much for the
maybe we all
wonderful
can go back
information.
to the main
Thank you
room
very much.
if you're comfortable. Maybe I don't know what is being discussed in the main room now. Can
They
stay-
are calling us back to the main room. They say the time is up.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
time for prayer.
So no issues with attendance to anyone, right? Everyone filled.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's all go back to the main room. Bye-bye. Take care.
All register. Okay, welcome back all. Division D directors. All okay?
All okay. We finished our Sergeant at Arms presentation.
Say it again, Division D.
Yeah, we finished Sergeant at Arms presentation training.
Okay. Yes, brother Khalid Jalal, tell me. boss.
Thank you, brother PQD, DTM Yasir, and DDD Toastmaster Prajwal for this lovely organization. Really enjoyed the training, I must say that. Small question, will we get the recording of the trainings, all the sessions?
Yes. We'll keep it and we'll split it as per each segment, and we will upload them in the YouTube of District 20 as soon as we can.
We'll be notified that when it is uploaded.
Inshallah,
Yes.
we will.
Yes, DTM Khalidullah, we will send the link. PRM will do that.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Toastmaster. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thank you.
No worries.
Thanks. Okay, it's prayer time, so I must leave. Goodbye,
Yes,
everyone.
yes, all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, people. And if anybody have anything or any question, he don't fill the form or something, please let us know. At least we will know you are there and to make sure everything is okay.
If anyone has any issues with attendance or anything, please get back to us now.
And PQD, we have already broadcasted the message. I think you can close the rooms. Already the
Yes,
time
yes.
has been given.
Yeah, already because of prayer time. All okay. Anybody have anything? You register.
Yes, thank you very much for this session.
Thank you for all training and for all division director for a great job. Well done.
Yes.
It's good. We have our division director as the trainers. Well done.
It was a first of its type, I think. So many members attending.
Yes. We reached around 400 with multiple rows. So
We are back
But-
to the main room.
Yeah, we're all back.
yes, welcome back.
Okay,
One
we are
last
joining.
time. Thank you, everybody.
PQD, you can take over.
We came back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anybody have anything, any issue?
You want to sit
can
there
leave.
only?
Very much PQD for that 10 minutes time.
No, I
Yeah.
think.
Can we continue
Actually,
further?
that was a grace period.
Yes.
DTM Yasir?
You can.
We could.
Okay, excuse me, can you control
Thank you
it a
for
bit?
that.
If
Amazing.
anybody want to talk, just raise his hand. It is better. At least we will control it.
Yeah, PQD answer.
Yes, 1 minute. Munira, we'll start with Munira. Munira, she raise your hand. Okay, Munira.
Hello, good morning, everyone. DTM
Hi,
Yasir,
Munira.
how can I register? I'm not sure if I register or not.
Okay, we
If
will
I
share
got
the
my
link
email.
again in the chat.
Yes.
We'll share the link in the chat now, the main room. Go to the chat and register again.
Thank you.
Yes, Sadiq Ali. Yeah, you are muted. Okay, you are unmuted, please.
Yeah, PQM Yasser and the entire team. This was amazingly very well done meeting presentation. I never seen such a wonderful gathering and such a huge numbers. I really say kudos to the entire team and the leaders who is going to prosper in the District 20. And before I close, Toastmaster Killer had one question to Dahlia that was very valid question. If he can come back and we can answer him, that was very important question he was raising. And thank you very much for this Friday time. Then Adhan is going on. We are still here. Let's finish it up and goodbye and see you all very soon.
Thank
Let's
you
go
all.
with killer question.
Yes, thank you, Sadat. For that one, the people who want to leave, they can leave. Yes, Toastmaster Killer, you are in the DTM Killer. Yes, unmuted. Go ahead. You are, yeah. Okay.
He's unmuted.
Yes, good morning, leaders. Great to see all of you. Yes, of course, I support Sadiq Ali. As he said, it was one of the best show I have ever seen recently. Kudos to Toastmaster Saiju Sam and the event chair. Also, the organizing committee, Division D Director Prajwal. Yes, my short question was, if an ExCom member underperforming or not even attending the club meetings, and the club decided to remove him from the ExCom, and what is the procedure? And if there is a member resigns from the ExCom and we have only 1 month left. And there are more than one member who would like to participate as the leader or to take this position. How can we manage it? Do we need to conduct a new election for that 1 month period? So these are two small questions to presenter, Toastmaster Dalia.
Yes, Dalia, where is Dalia?
Yes, yes, I am here. So the first question was about removing the I've actually never had that situation happen to me. So if someone can help me with that, how do we remove people? Do we remove people?
Okay. Okay. Morley, you want to say something? Our international director is here.
But
I want
let our ID say.
Morley is if ID here, nobody can raise his hand. Our ID is here. DTM Ali Shahbaz. Yes, go ahead, brother. You are unmuted, brother.
Dear District PQD and DTM Killer, or people who have this in their mind. Yes, there is a removal process. It's there in the club leadership handbook and in the governing documents. Any officer who is not performing, the club ExCom, the club president can, of course, try to solve it personally, talking to that's not mentioned in the book, but let's not go directly to removal. After talking, if it doesn't work, yes, there is a removal process where the ExCom can vote the ExCom officer who's not performing, the ExCom can vote the person out. And then it has to be announced to the club membership. So that is for the removal process. Hope I answered the question. PQD?
Yes,
yes. Killer, anything you want to add or clear?
Yes, thank you, ID. It was self-explanatory, but you said to follow the governing documents. We have a great doubt on these governing documents. We still have to go to Toastmasters International to get the clarification, or just go through the governing document, which is more authentic. Because we have a recent experience, the governing documents was not followed, and leaders were approaching directly to the international, Toastmasters International, and getting informations and updates. So should we straight follow the governing document in such kind of incidents, or we have to also approach every now and then the Toastmasters International to get the correct guidance? Which one supersedes and which one? Question is to ID now.
DTM Killer, the governing documents are very clear. Only if we feel that there is a doubt to avoid any unfairness, then of course Toastmasters International is there to help, to guide. But on this subject where club officers are concerned, the club constitution is quite clear, because I personally went through this process back in 2005 and 2006, where we unfortunately had to remove a club officer. So it was quite clear. But to avoid any kind of doubts, the doors of Toastmasters International is always open to consult them.
Thank you, Toastmaster, our international director, for a great answer. I know this debate can go for more. We hope that we will not remove any Toastmaster. We want to add a Toastmaster to our clubs. No removing. We can discuss and yes. ID, or raise your hand, or it's okay. So thank you all. It is prayer time. Thanks for all. It is amazing. Thank you, Division Director, DDD, and event chair, Saju, and all the organizing teams for a great job. Well done. We never have this attendance in the first coach from early morning. All the best. God bless you. And thank you all.
Master
Thank you,
Ravi.
ID.
Thank you,
Thank you,
PQD.
PQD.
Yeah.
I would just like to give a moment to our event chair to formally
Yes.
adjourn the meeting.
Yes, sorry for that. Yeah.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Ritu. I hereby adjourn the District 20 Club Officers Training Season 1, and Season 2 will be happening towards the end of this year or in the next year, January, which will be communicated to you later. Thank you.
Arabic session is tomorrow.
We will plan also for mock-up quote in August. Inshallah, by August, we will work with one of the division director to have a mock-up quote. So don't worry. The main thing that we had amazing training. Thank you, Division D, for a great job. I need to hear something from you before we close.
First of all, I'm thankful to our PQD, our sweetest brother, DTM Yasir Al-Kashar, for the opportunity. Unfortunately, because of holidays, by starting from almost 25th, 26th of June, myself, like I was very busy. Many people were traveling. They were actually inducting the new ExCom team. All the area directors were busy. We had to start the preparation for this only by 7th of July. So with a very short time, I was actually lucky that I found Toastmaster Saiju as an event chair. It was suggested by our DTM Sunitha, our Area 15 director, his name. So finally, like we all came together, we made this strong team. Everyone worked very hard. Like yesterday, I see our event chair, he was awake till 1:30. Again, morning, he was ready with full sharp beard and smile. And definitely, of course, that technical glitch was unexpected. I explained the Sergeant-at-Arms room, what was the glitch. One of the member, he renamed himself as PQD District 20 and he was made host and he logged out. So that cost us 30 minutes of time. That was an unfortunate event. But anyway, now I believe everyone were benefited from this training. Each trainer gave their best, I believe. If you still have any doubt, please get back to us. We are here to help you all. We are here to guide you. Like I'm very thankful to our ID International Director for coming and helping us also with these questions and doubts. And our organizing team has done fantastic job for the English session. Let's see you all tomorrow for the Arabic session starting at 3:15. Thank you. Back to you, PQD.
PQD, I have a small.
Yeah. Yes, Morley. Sorry, you are muted.
I have a small, because if the IT people can do a small setting and allow these chat to be saved, we can save it here itself rather than waiting for you. Everyone who wants it can save, because there are some links which are useful.
Inshallah, we will consider that and we'll do our best.
If you allow us, now we can save the chat.
Yes,
he can, Yasser, he can save the links. This is my recommendation. Just save the chat from the Zoom and you can circulate it through the ExCom group to all the members.
No problem.
So
okay. Event chair, please save the chat.
Things happen in the chat, many messages there. I don't think that you want to save all of this, just the valuable messages like links on the, I think it will be.
Yes, Didi.
Yes, congratulations to Master DTM Yasser and Division D Director, Event Chair, Sejo, and all the leaders here. Congratulations. And yes, today we are as a family. We've done it with love, with care, and by this, I believe that we can continue our term.
I must thank actually the backbone of the event, like the PR team and the IT team, because for all the PRs, like generally when we look for PR, there will be very limited resource. There will be very limited people who will be coming forward to accept the role. Toastmaster Sumesh, despite his busy schedule, he has accepted. He has done the majority of the PR job. Thanks to him, great work. And along with him, he had subcommittee, Toastmaster Shilpi, Toastmaster Sujata, and of course, supported by our Toastmaster Vishal, Toastmaster Zainab, the fantastic team, and the IT team. Like, see, we were struggling to get IT head because majority of the members who were active members were on vacation. So we had Toastmaster Rusby doing a fantastic job with her team. So we must appreciate them.
Division D Director, I would love to have from your side points to recommendation after this session, what you face. And so this is the way that we are going to develop ourselves and get over the things that you went through.
Okay.
So if you can just state it in the points and share it with us,
Okay.
it will be lovely so that we can
Sure. I will send it.
avoid this in the future time.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. I think we need to leave for the prayer. It is خلاص.
Yes.
Happy prayers.
So thank you all. and all the best. Take care.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Take
Okay,
care.
thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.